A new station to delimit the western end of the new central business district of Milton Keynes was the key objective for Milton Keynes Development Corporation, and in the cash-strapped circumstances of the 1960s and 1970s, British Rail were unenthusiastic but eventually came round after a deal was done in 1978 about cost sharing. In 1979, MKDC architect Stuart Mosscrop designed the station building and office blocks to either side, framing a new station square and a vista uphill along Midsummer Boulevard and the Midsummer Sunrise. The station opened on the 14th of May 1982 with an official opening by Charles, then Prince of Wales, conducted 3 days later. The adjacent office wings were completed 3 years later. Before Milton Keynes Central opened, Bletchley was the main station that served Milton Keynes by British Railways intercity services. These services moved to the new station, downgrading Bletchley. In May of 2016, the Department of Transport announced a plan to upgrade the station. The first phase added a down fast line, platform 6, so that the extended platform 5 could be used to stopping express trains in either direction. The second phase provided an additional terminating bay, platform 2A, nominally to extend the Marston Vale line Bedford to Bletchley services via the West Coast Main Line to Milton Keynes Central. This 5-car bay platform is indented into platform 1. The original Bay Platform 1 line was extended northwards and became a through platform, and Platform 2 line is now a terminating and reversing line, avoiding the conflicting crossing movements. This work was completed on the 29th of December 2008, and as of 2021, a direct service between Bedford and Milton Keynes Central is not in any published plan, being overtaken by later events. Milton Keynes Central has a total of 7 platforms. Platforms 1 and 3 are the south and northbound slow platforms, while platforms 4 and 6 are the southbound northbound fast platforms. Platforms 2 and 5 are reversible, being slow and fast respectively. Platform 2 is mainly used by terminating stopping services from London Euston, while platform 1 and 3 are used by West Midlands train services between Euston and Northampton, Birmingham New Street and Crewe. Platforms 4, 5 and 6 are used by Avanti West Coast Intercity Express services between London and the West Midlands, North Wales and the North West or Scotland. Platform 2A is a 5-car south-based bay platform originally intended for the expansion of the Marston Vale services from Bedford. This proposal no longer appears in the plans of the East-West Rail, being replaced by planned services to and from Oxford or Aylesbury. Meanwhile, Platform 2A is only used by exception when an additional platform capacity is needed, such as when there is a service delay. To the north of the station, the 6 lines are reduced to 4, 2 slow and 2 fast, and there is a mile of 5-track running to the south before this reduces back to 4. The station is generally accessible. There are no avoiding steps, and there are lifts from the concourse to each platform. As with all mainline rail stations, passengers with mobility limitations may need to pre-book assistance to get to the platform, and ticket gates are also in operation. So we'll get started here at Milton Keynes Central with 390-046, working 1 hour to 29 for Avanti West Coast and Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Quickly following on his heels for Avanti West Coast is 390-132, working 1 Mike 09 from Glasgow Central to London Euston. First fast action on the far side is 390-047, working 1H19 for Avanti West Coast from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly via Stoke-on-Trent. Running 7 minutes late on the far side is 70-001, working 4 Oscar 35 from Crewe Basford Hall to Southampton MCT. Next to arrive into the station is 390-042, working the 1252 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Edinburgh Waverley via Birmingham New Street. And heading off in the opposite direction is 390-008, working the 1255 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Next up for Avanti West Coast is 390-045, working 1 Sierra 63 from London Euston to Glasgow Central. And following quickly on his heels is 390-126. Working 1H67 for Avanti West Coast from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly via Crewe. Next out for departure on the far side is 350-263 and 350-101. Working 1305 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston.
This is due to overrunning engineering works. If you see or hear anything that does not seem quite right, then please speak with them.
Passing through fast over on the far side is 390-049, working 9 Golf 21 for Avanti West Coast from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. Next arrival into the station is the Pride Rider 390-119, working the 1315 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street.
Plan your journey accordingly. Please remember to mind the gap when boarding and alighting the train. The next train at platform 4 is the 1317 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Watford Junction. Calling at Watford Junction and London Euston. This train is formed of 11 carriages. Platform 4 for the 1317 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Watford Junction.
Next train out for departure is 390-122, working the 1317 Avanti West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. Arriving over on the far side is 350-102 and 350-124. Working the 1319 London Northwestern Railway Service from London Euston to Crewe. Running 7 minutes late is 66.031, working 4 Micro 7 from Tilbury Container Terminal to Daventry DRS. As 390-134 arrives in the background with the slightly delayed 1324 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly via Stoke-on-Trent, we see the departure of 390-135, working the 1327 London Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. Next to pass through the station is 221-106 and 221-109, working 1 Delta 87 for Avanti West Coast from London Euston to Chester. Coming in the opposite direction for Avanti West Coast is 390-040, working 1 Bravo 41 from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. Departed over on the far side is 350-117 and 350-265, with the 1335 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. Next up to pass through the station is 390-151, working 1 Alpha 35 for Avanti West Coast from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Here comes the final train of the session in 350-267 and 350-250. Running 5 minutes late with 1338 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street via Northampton. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed what you saw, click on the 2 videos here at the end screen. Helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are new and got this far. And we'll see you all in the next video, folks, wherever that may take us. We'll see you then, folks.